G'day and welcome to the start of new Hearts of Iron 4 campaign. So this one, I was trying to think of who we should go for. I wanted to do somebody with a decent sized army and figured in their head in the end that don't know if I've ever done a Raj campaign. I think I might have done one ages ago, but yeah, we're going to go for the British Raj in this one. I guess try and break free, but we'll spend some time building up, and I think the main focus is going to be try and push through China rather than dealing with any of the other stuff around here. Maybe go communist, I guess could be fun. Join the Soviets and push in, or go fascist and help the Germans over on the Soviet Union or something like that, since we're pretty close to having a thing through there. So let's just keep historical focuses on as usual. And yeah, I can't remember at all how the Raj start out. I know they're pretty weak, because when you look at them as other countries, they look tempting at the start of the game, but then they start getting their population into it. Alright, what do we have? Looks like 11 divisions. Okay. Guess we can deal with that to start with. No, Beresford Pierce. Let's see, Panzer Leader, Hill Fighter, and Desert Fox. Well, I'm thinking we'll put Frank in there. Can we get anybody? No, we can't. Okay, what a fantastic army. Well, let's... Oh god, you can't even get through there. Well, we'd go through Yan'an. Alright, so the entire Indian-Chinese border is mountainous, of course. We'll give them something to train with. And... what's the music? Pause. That's better. Alright, research. Jesus, 2 research slots. Production, I mean, we have to go for this. Of course, we get the boosts from being in the faction. Production or construction? I think construction to start with. Hopefully we have a lot of civilian factories, though I seriously doubt it. 2 military factories, Jesus. Free civilian factories, right. We will maybe play long enough to have a navy, so let's just build the military factories around the centre. Something like that. We've got 9, so it's not the worst start in the game. Alright, something like that. It's like you're just not allowed to build much in this country. Free dockyards, 1. Alright. Put them into convoys. Now, national focuses. I've not had a look at this at all. Industrial expansion is around here, so Academy of Science for research. More factories than 50 for that one. Nothing special for that one, so that's 3 and 4. Where do we get the 5th from? Defense research. You have to be fully independent. Which really just means you have to do all the army stuff. Okay, is there another one hiding anywhere else? German technology, research city. You have to be in a faction with the Soviet Union. Swaraj. So is this the... oh, it adds the independence there. Alright, then political power for going this way. Grants. Alright, so that's just the straight out communist one. Well, I'm thinking land doctrine. And then, no, we want to start working towards this one. So this requires Tata Steel, which requires just industrial expansion. So it's one of these that require the British pilot training, maybe? Okay. Well, I guess we have to start with the railway, and we'll work our way towards extra research. No divisions in basic training. Manpower should never be a problem in this one. All we've got are district garrisons. Well, I assume the difference is going to be they've got 9 and they've got more. They are literally exactly the same thing. Okay, let's just call them district garrisons then. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, no, 12 is our limit. Alright, pop them out in the centre of the country and they can automatically add to that. Reinforcements are by far more important. It's just inventory and equipment that we need. Making it very slowly. Alright, let's jump up to speed 5. And do we have a navy? No, we do not. Do we have an air force? Yes, we do. Let's just attach them to the army. they'll die pretty quickly. Daily gain 0.14. Not a whole lot of war support. Mobilization speed down, etc, etc. Okay. So, first job is to try to break free. We're a colony. Have to complete Cripps mission. I have no idea where anything is in this tree. Alright, but yeah, we're going to work through the steel. Tartar steel and Assam oil. Alright, so I guess we'll just go take the steel, then the oil, then the institute. Fundamental research won't be important, so we'll work to here and then maybe go through lessons of the Great War. Research bonus for nuclear technology. Alright, decisions are available. Enter democratic raids. Well, didn't actually check what our deal is. We are non-aligned, and we can force democracy out. Interesting. Don't know which way we'll end up swinging, but let's turn all of the political actions off for now. I want to save the points up. And in here, do we get a popular figurehead for stability? A silent workhorse there. Go lightly. He'll probably be the first one we want to do. Ruling party popularity plus 12%. Yeah. And we have to do a bunch of stuff over there, aren't we? What's this country one that's coming down? Does it just generally do that? Remilitarization of the Rhineland. Alright, Peninsula Railway, go industrial expansion, gives us another civilian factory. Daily autonomy progress gain from princely states is where it was coming from. Marginalised Muslim community for reduced stability and recruitable populations down a fifth. Agrarian society brings it down even more. And there is risk of famine, right. Defense research, etc. Alright, the engineering. I mean, really just want to go this way first, even though we're not going to get a 5% bonus for waiting for England to have it. Two-nation theory, we're not going to do stuff like that. There's Cripps mission. Adds 50 separatism. Adds 100. Provincial elections add 100 as well. Okay. So that's 250 just for that. What do we need? Like 600 and something. Modify princely estates by recruitable population. Gets rid of 50. I don't know, the thing is, we want to become independent before we're at war with Germany, perhaps. I don't know, could be a tough choice. And Ethiopia's dead. I gotta do that Egypt campaign again at some time too. I'll do that one next week. Alright, industrial expansion was over here. So, Tata Steel. Tata Steel is on its way to becoming the largest steel manufacturer in the empire. Greater production will further fuel the modernization of India. What is our resource situation? Yeah, we need the steel. We'll get away with everything else for a while. And I'm thinking silent workhorse first, although yeah, we're not allowed to go with the fascist yet. All India forward block if we want to do that. So silent workhorse first. All India. It's assuming it was going to be over this way somewhere. This one, right. Available as political advisor. And it just brings down democracy and unaligned, so communism and fascism automatically comes up. Okay, so we'll go this way after we've got the Institute of Science. So we might not be able to get out in time before Germany declares war on Poland, but hopefully. And how are we going on the reinforcements here? Spanish Civil War. Okay. What was I going to look for? They've built one extra factory, so making 13 guns per day in 3 factories. There's got to be like one person in each factory to make them that slowly. Alright, so we've got this one, then this one, and we're going to ignore lessons of the Great War. We'll go provincial elections, because it's political power. So I guess the general thing is, this is for democracy, this is for everything else. Because it's British stuff on this side. You can't do a jungle training without being English. Gain an elite unit of Gurkhas in Delhi. Alright. Construction. It is 271. Let's knock out the basic machine tools now. Got enough others in the Allies that have taken it. Now, what is most of this land? It is plains and desert. Around this whole area. We don't want to go to war with anybody who has a navy, because India gets demolished by naval landings. Tata Steel. Wait. Alright, so Assam oil, because it's necessary for the extra research. And we can go and promote somebody now. We've got the Hill Fighter in, don't we? So I was thinking probably the Desert Fox, Douglas Gracie. He's got not good attack. What do we want more though? Logistics or attack? Desert Fox, alright, no, screw it. Promote the army guy. Will cost 30. Yes, we have 30. There are the Olympics. And then with these guys, I don't know, maybe defensive. I mean, defensive always seems to make more sense, but that's a problem for later once we have the command points. So I assume that this won't become a problem if we go the other way, because we'll be kicked out. Well, it still does just add it. I know, it's weird. It says you have to do Cripps mission to be allowed out peacefully. Maybe just let you out otherwise. Alright, government modifications. I guess theorist wouldn't be terrible. Material designer would actually be okay as well. Let's go for the infantry equipment early, because that's some of the research we're going to need to do. And then we'll save up the next 150 for Subhash Chandra Bose. What's the popular figurehead? Stability, right. Because this guy's thinking of backer and backstab as the other one for political power gain. Ideology, drift, defense, doesn't matter so much. Alright, Assam oil is done, so Indian Institute of Science, and that's going to be a long time until we have 50 factories. I was going to say we could think about invading somebody for extra factories, but we can't until we're fascist anyway. Alright, machine tools are in. Let's go concentrate our industry. I always forget when this war starts. It's the end of this year, isn't it? No. Midway through 37, maybe. What's our actual gain? 1.34. Stability is the one that impacts it. And it's going to come down because of the ruling party popularity once we get the other dude in. So maybe think about doing things for stability. War propaganda is for war sport. Nah. Alright, mechanical computers. Then we'll go for the good old radio. Get the reinforcement speed in for later. And we haven't researched. No, we have researched some of them. Cool. No tanks. No artillery. Can do a little bit of grand battle plan. Okay, so we'll start doing that. Navy doesn't matter yet. Naval Doctrine, yeah. We haven't got these, but we have got Hector. Research requires heart. Okay, don't know if that's a bug or if that's supposed to be like that. We've got the Institute of Science, so we're not going to move any further. Alright, I need to come over and... has to be more than 10% world tension. Okay, didn't even bother looking at that. Lessons of the Great War or railways? Military factories. Autonomy progress over 40% to be able to do that. Clamp down on corruption, removes risk of famine. Have to be more autonomous than a colony. Otherwise, naval shipyards. Alright, I'm thinking lessons of the Great War. Let's get that land doctrine bonus. Oop, forgot that was the one we just passed. Alright, it is almost 37 now, so let's go construction speed first. And what's Germany up to? Hermann Goering Werke. And Soviets have started their purge. What else is in theirs? They had a reshuffle. Don't think there's huge changes to their trees. It doesn't look like it. No. And next modification, right. Industrial concern. There is just industrial concern. Maybe. We've got defense. We've got drill. Army experience gain. I mean, that could actually be super useful because that's kind of offense and defense. You know, I don't think we've ever taken this guy. Army reformer. Turn this down a little. Alright, what was I going to do? I was going to give this guy some better stuff. So, defensive doctrine and charismatic. What was the organisation one? Reinforce rate plus 2%. I think recovery sounds better. Liaison conference. Alright. Yeah, Xinjiang could be an interesting one to play if they get the... That's the general Chinese one, isn't it? Yeah. Might do a Xinjiang campaign. What are their manpowers like over there? Because they start off, yeah, fully communist as well. Because they'd be allowed to do the border skirmishes through them. Lessons of the Great War. The Bangalore torpedo. Research bonuses for engineers technology. Biggest birthday. Infantry weapons. Well, depending on... Alright, 6 days. Let's go for this one. We want to become a dominion. Hopefully they'll just kick us out if we become fascist. Right, the guns. Would like to research this one quickly so we can use the bonus on the other one. And looks like the fascists are winning the war. Alright, after radio, we'll ignore radar. Maybe knock this one out just really quickly. We'll get it started because the birthday gun is done. So you can use the research bonus for the whatever number 2, the Sten Mark II. But before that, engineering, yeah, well, not quite that one yet. Alright, definitely want to knock this one out. Then we'll go for concentrated industry and then some 38 techs. So what was the problem with this? This has to be over 10%, right. Well, if the Spanish Civil War ends, it'll probably only go up 7 or 8, so we're just going to have to wait for Japan to declare war, I think. They're doing the prosperity sphere. And government modification. Oh, Ram Singh Takuri. It's actually a pretty good dude. Alright, Leviticus birthday gun is done. Motorization, not so much. Air doctrine doesn't matter. Political power. Recruit population, gain an infantry unit in Delhi, or gain a bunch of generals. Which would be more autonomous than colony. Military leader cost comes down. And they start off better. I mean, sounds like a good way to go since we can't do much else. There's the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere. Alright, so they're going Marco Polo Bridge now. Now this guy couldn't do any better. No. Oh, the humanity! Where else could we do a campaign? Austria could be funny. Sandwiched between Germany and Italy. The Czechoslovak one wasn't too bad, but it was a real nightmare trying to actually defend it against the Germans. Spanish campaign. Or Portuguese. Alright, more construction. We're going to knock out this one first. Currently is a colony. Can't remember what the next one down is. Dominion's the next one up. After that, you're free. Quite an achievement, Emily. Rifle Factory Ishapur. Permanent effect. Our capabilities. Alright, so have declared a war in perfect timing. Damn it. We'll give them a couple of days. There we go. So, provincial elections right now, please. Shall modify the government because we gained extra anyway. So, high command. None of that matters. We could just go with political power gain. I mean, it's probably a good idea to have. The United Front is not everyone yet. Alright, there's the mortars, and I'm going to do the other one here. Jibai Sanma. That is now all of the Chinese. Don't have a whole lot of men there. Made 3 extra divisions. Marginalised Muslim communities. Bring stability down. It's the agrarian society that we want to get rid of the most, I think. Can't remember what this one actually causes to happen. Now, Swaraj. There's nothing blocking us from doing that. Quit India movement is the one that they usually take. Delhi autonomy, progress gain. And you can do that from either side. Right, fair enough. Couple of guys. Alright, all the reinforcements are in. Let's just change colour of this army. Hate how they default to that colour. Yeah, low manpower. Yeah. It was actually kind of true, I guess. 0.1% of eligible core population. Alright, next government modification has to wait. And improve machine tools. No, no. Maybe. Yes, actually. Let's at least get artillery. Alright, we're going Swaraj. And we got extra points from that one, didn't we? Alright, we have to wait for him. Navy and Air Force don't matter. There's nobody there, so it's either industrial concern or the theorist. Let's go for the military theorist. Alright, then we'll have enough political power by the time this is finished to grab... No, it's after this one. Jesus. Subhas Chandra Bose. And Spain have beaten Spain. Alright, so this is way early, but it is pretty damn fast. So I'll jump into that so we can start producing them. That's a pretty bad armoured division. And convoys are getting cranked out. So only got 12 civilian factories. 15, use 10, available 12. Yep. Perfect maths there. Alright, well, I've nearly worked off the provincial elections. Swaraj movement makes gains in provincial elections. The British civil servants woke to a rude shock this morning as the results of the recent provincial elections came in. It is clear now that a large majority of Indians have given their votes to pro-Swaraj candidates. In provinces across India, Coles have already started to turn this limited amount of local government into total self-rule as quickly as possible. Spokesman for the British government stressed that now is not the time to discuss such measures and that any transfer of further authority to Indians was out of the question. Okay, so, All India Forward Bloc. And we're up to 21 divisions, so it's starting to come through. Alright. 39, no. 38, yes. do have way too many points. So let's just do our industrial concern. So it's when this one finishes that we need the 150 for, what's his name? Subhash Chandra Bose. Driven by a will to unite the people under a strong state, this politician emphasizes nationalist and militarist rhetoric. Yeah, there's our quarter pounders. What was anti-air? Okay, must be the POMs that have that. It's going to be a few finished at the same time, so we'll go over. Jalum, Jammu, Kashmir, Sialkot. $18 at a time is our limit. Okay, well, got no manpower left anyway. Modified to 11%, mostly due to agrarian society. It wouldn't be a terrible idea to take that. Alright, how close? A couple of days. All India Forward Bloc thinks that British disengagement from India is taking too long, as Austria gets itself Anschlussed. Now we're going to seek help from the Germans, and going to immediately grab our fascist demagogue. Alright, let's actually grab one of these guys. Put him in here with Douglas Gracie. And probably line up on Xinjiang. Two, yes. And then everybody else joins this army when they're done. Okay. And we can do another modification. I'm thinking, nope. Air Force. Tank designer, save up for doing these. Can't go limited conscription because you have to be independent. So yeah, I think we'll actually spend a little on improving working conditions. Get our stability up so we get extra output and all the rest of it. And Japan's pushing through Shanxi. Shanxi and Shanxi. Oh yeah, it's like there's no Chinese even there to try and stop them. I wonder if we could join Japan instead of joining the Axis. Could be fun. Force Japan into a war against Germany. Daily autonomy progress gain plus 0.5. Okay, what are we doing after this? Fascist supporters started civil war for freedom. Not going to want to take that one. And we'll need to push this out. I guess do motorise really quickly. And I'm going to switch this up for them. Start to knock out those military factories. The German Reich takes up our cause. The fight goes on. Thank you, Germany. Why can we not do this? Italy has to be in a faction with Germany. And we just get paratroopers. Battalion Azad Hindustan paratroopers will be deployed in Italy. Interesting. So what? Indian National Army just starts the civil war straight away by the looks. Size depends on party support and autonomy progress, which is terrible at the moment. And that's the German technology. Japanese Army Air Force Academy. Doesn't give you a lot of bonuses. Okay, so quit India movement gives daily autonomy progress gain. Yeah. So just put this limited to 19. 18. Somebody else popped out while I was doing it. Get rid of them. That'll give us 2 full armies. Modification again? No. Actually. Subject exporting to Overlord. How rude. Alright, not doing either of them. It's a little early for that. Might want to grab these while we can. Get the 20% bonus. Everyone would be happy to invade China. And you know, might as well pull these guys further forward. So they're going to finish off just attaching to that. So I haven't seen anywhere to get rid of the agrarian society yet. Rebuilding the nation? No. There's nothing that really jumps out to say that it's the one. Revive the screw guns. Artillery mountain movement goes up. Alright. With this one, 50 factories, same as here. Have to be at war for the research collaboration. Have to be independent and at war. The future remains uncertain. Alright, British pilot training doesn't require anything in particular, you can do it any time. Bonus for support artillery, bonus for motorized engineers. So we're not doing that one yet. We can do the Soviet thing as well. But then you have to choose there. No. Alright. Sandhurst or railways. We're allowed to do this, but we don't want to, so remove the risk of famine is there. I mean, infrastructure and factories are good. Yeah, China doesn't look like they're going to last long in this one. And we're over 25%. What did Germany do last? Oh, there we go, Czechoslovakia's been guaranteed. It was the Anschluss they did last. Sabotage. Disturbing. Yeah. I mean, you end up doing them eventually, so why not do them now? I feel like we're ahead in technology when we're really not. Of course, we can see everything the Poms are thinking about getting up to. How many Australians are there? 17 divisions. 5 on the Empire of the Kiwi. Never checked how many men short we are. 90,000, Jesus. More sabotage. It is particularly slow. What was it? Princely States, right. Savarkar. What do we have a year to try and become fascist. The enemy within. It's getting out of hand. Alright, there's the Alliance, and Excavation, and Railways. It's not 39 yet, let's do this one first. And the new focus. Can't be a colony for that one anyway. Royal Artillery. Let's do this one first. I don't know when we're going to plan on making any artillery. Shanji have capitulated. Well done, Menkukwo. Alright, with motorized done, let's just knock out this quarter pounder. You know what? Never played as Tanu Tuba. Actually, I think I did once and got nowhere because it was so boring. Some of them are doing their best to actually finish. What's this dude's problem? Can't reorder these, can we? No. Don't think there's anything else we can... Well, we can use the bonus on fighters. And got to keep an eye on that reaching 50. Have to have a mountain infantry for the Gorkhas. Critical population factor 2%. That's just the straight out thing. Then it's probably modified to 11% of the 2%. Is 11% of 1.5.1. Sounds about right.